If you like the show, check out our Patreon. I am very scared. Link below. Fruit Loops. You know them, you love them, you can't spell them.
Ever notice how fruit is spelled with 2 O's?
What the fuck is this? This feels like a psyop.
If you've had breakfast in the last 6 decades, then you've seen this guy, Toucan Sam. At least, this is how I remember him. But I guess he looks like this now, according to FruitLoops.com. Well, truly we are in a time. But hey, I'm not complaining about Sam's current look, 'cause 4 years ago he looked like this. Yikes. Look at this nightmare gradient beak. Did you know the real Sam's beak colors represent the original 3 flavors of Fruit Loops? Check out this old ad. Orange, lemon, and cherry. Wow. What's your favorite Fruit Loop flavor? I like the blue ones. Wrong. They're all the same. The colors are a ruse. The only flavor here is fruit. Yum. But Fruit Loops have never been about taste alone. The commercials emphasize smell. That's why Toucan Sam has a huge honkin' sniffer. He can smell a bowl of loops a mile away. You've heard the catchphrase.
Follow my nose. Follow your nose.
Just follow my snout. It's never in doubt.
So off Toucan Sam goes, getting into all kinds of adventures. For decades, he's been exploring tropical settings, messing around with volcanoes, running from dinosaurs, chilling with Mario.
Mario, don't you think art is as much fun as stomping keepers?
My boy is a straight-up Tomb Raider, setting off traps and curses and causing irreversible damage to ancient ruins, all in the name of plundering priceless treasure, which is Fruit Loops. All right, I mean, I just get mine from the breakfast aisle, but I guess getting mummified works too. Whatever fruits your loops, my dude. By the way, that's a real slogan.
I just do whatever fruits my loops.
Why does he have a British accent?
Toucan Sam lives a life of adventure, but it's not enough. I mean, his exploits are just commercials, right? How crazy can you get? Oh, we can get a little loopy. Kellogg's needed to hook in kids with every ounce of oomph an advertising budget can muster. Breakfast is boring. My cereal needs lore. Forget marshmallows. I want a bowl of world building. Thus began Fruit Loops' golden era of marketing, in which they raised the stakes with multi-part commercials, starting with Dr. Peacock in 2003. This guy builds a color ray and zaps Toucan Sam into black and white. But you don't have to just sit around and wait for part 2, because the commercials are interactive. Toucan Sam needs your help. There's a puzzle on the side of the box. Crack the code and save our boy. Sure enough, part 2 begins with the puzzle answer, and the story continues. The gang infiltrates Dr. Peacock's lair and zap him with his own ray. They restore Sam's color, and now you get to vote on a new loop. Whoa! In the final part, the ray zaps the cereal box, creating the new rainbow loops that won the vote. Dr. Peacock eats some and renounces his evil ways. Villain defeated. And this is actually a recurring theme in the commercials. Eating Fruit Loops makes you a good person. Imagine being a kid, watching these commercials, and then seeing the actual new product on the shelves. It's like, whoa, Toucan Sam is real, just like Santa Claus. Well, Fruit Loops continued on with the Fruit Monster arc in 2004, a 4-part commercial in which an alien lands in search of them sweet, sweet loops.
I've come for the ultimate fruit taste of Fruit Loops.
Sam gets captured, but his nephews save him, with cereal. The alien sticks its grubby arm into Sam's treehouse, and he is not pleased. But the day is saved when the alien randomly starts experiencing hallucinogenic effects and decides to spread his parasitic seed. Wow, a happy ending. There was also an Alice in Wonderland type 3-part commercial in 2005 where guards jump through a mirror and steal the coveted loops. Sam goes in and steals them back, but decides to share, transforming the queen into, you guessed it, a good person.
A whole new me!
The Fruit Loop commercials are fun, but I think we can go bigger. I'm talking about the grandest treasure hunt ever broadcast, the Blackbeak Saga. Forget One Piece. My favorite anime is Fruit Loops. The adventure starts with Toucan Sam's nephews, and wait a minute. A cartoon bird uncle and his triplet nephews setting out to find treasure? Where have I heard that before? Do these bird boys even have names? Oh my gosh. Poopy, Sussy, and Elle. Such beautiful children. You know, these guys even existed way back in the 60s, but they were literal babies. Then they grew up to ride dirt bikes and colonize space. Anyway, buckle up, buddy, because cereal's about to get serious. Our story begins with the Nephews playing around in the attic of Sam's treehouse. They knock a bottle off the shelf and discover a map inside, the infamous pirate Blackbeak's treasure map. So off they set in search of fruity treasures. First stop, Glitter Island. They get attacked by sharks and crash into the island, where they land on top of an X and dig for literally 2 seconds, child labor, and boom, first treasure secured, golden berry Fruit Loops. Next, they decide to have breakfast on the nearby Glow Island, where they run into Phil the glowworm and his army of fireflies. They defeat him by throwing 2 loops and sailing away. It's a filler episode. But in the next commercial, we get backstory, complete with sepia filter, so you know it's serious.
He plundered the high seas, taking many rare and fruity treasures, then burying them for himself.
They're mine!
Okay, so it's not the most complex plot, but adventure awaits. Onward they sail to Colossal Island, which is one big loop. Amazing. They slide inside and find more treasure, but look at their faces. They are straight up delirious with greed. They want them big loops. Next, they sail to Starfruit Atoll, but the treasure is locked inside an orb. Time to solve a riddle.
If you're a fruit flavor craver, pull the lever.
This one?
Well, that was easy. Fruit Loop starberries, just like that. Next stop, Smoothie Bay. Sammy Boy whips out a grappling hook, and the gang discovers a yogurty treasure, which is distinct from yogurt for legal reasons. Fruit Loop smoothie. Yum yum. Back on the high seas, the crew runs into a whale and gets swallowed, biblical style. No worries though, they just tickle his uvula and uh-oh, they lose the map in the process. Now it's up to you to help them find it by looking at this map that points to the other map. Well, the map leads them to Dark Island, where they unlock a door using loops, go up a Dark Souls elevator, and fall off a tightrope into a pile of yet more treasure, including the missing map. Fruit Loop Dark Berries. Wow. With the map back in hand, the crew heads to their final destination, Blackbeak's Fortress. But wait, the treasure is missing! Zoinks! They find a captain's log that reveals the fortress was attacked, and Blackbeak ran away with the treasure using child labor. I guess the adventure continues. I don't know how they know where they're going at this point. I guess they found more maps, but they arrive at Double Loot Rocks, and this time the treasure is underwater. The Nephews almost suffocate Sam through negligence, but in the end they retrieve the treasure. Double lemony loot. By the way, the map sometimes talks.
The fruity treasure you seek beyond Blackbeak's teeth.
Scary.
It leads them to Blackbeak's teeth, where they whip out another grapple hook and discover fruity golden bars, but as their greed is boundless, they continue onwards. Soon they run into a yellow rock, but whoa, it's actually an octopus. Whatever, who cares? This is the last filler episode before the oh-so-exciting conclusion of a 4-year adventure. Think about that. You could have just been entering high school at the beginning of this whole adventure, and you would have graduated before Sammy Boy led his nephews to the final treasure. Jeez, man. Fruit Loops ain't just a cereal, it's a lifestyle. And it's all led to this, the final climactic confrontation between treasure-hunting birds and dead pirates. And it starts here, with a nondescript patch of dirt. 2 seconds of digging and, oh, hey, Blackbeak's treasure. Cool. But uh-oh.
This delicious Fruit Loop cereal is mine, mine, mine!
Our boys ain't worried, though. Look at that face. They've got the power of loops. And just watch.
He got me.
Adventure over. I guess loops can shoot a rainbow laser and manipulate matter, but the real treasure was the loops we ate along the way. Wow, this is almost as anticlimactic as the ending of this video.
There once was a stock that put to sea. The name of the stock was GME. The price blew up and the shorts dipped down. Hold my bully boys, hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go.